I'm Sandy, and we have a fun project today using some buttons and sparkly beads and some glue. You should have already picked up your take and make bag with all the supplies that you're going to need to do the project. Let's get started. In your take and make bag, you're going to find a smaller bag with buttons and sparkly gems and pearls in it. You'll find an easel to set your canvas on. You'll find a fuzzy stick, a piece of ribbon, some sparkly foam, a couple of cotton swabs, and some glue. So the first thing we want to do when we start this project is we're going to lay our buttons and gems and pearls out. And before you get started, you want to decide if you want to make a snowman or an ornament. So you can take your things out of the bag if you want. Just use caution if you have younger siblings in the house, because some of these are pretty small and they are choking hazards. So just be aware of that. You don't want to leave them all over the place for your smaller siblings or your dog or cat to eat. So there will be 7 small black gems in there. The rest will be white or clear. And the black ones are for use if you make a snowman, and you can use those for his eyes and his black buttons and a smile if you choose to do so. So if you want to separate those out before you start, you can do that. That just makes my job a little easier for me. So I'm separating out my black ones. So I think I am going to lay out another ornament. So what I'm going to do, I just want to kind of visualize, or in my mind see a circle, a round ornament for a Christmas tree. So I'm just going to lay out the buttons, the gems, and you can use as much sparkle as you want. You can use the pearls. It's all up to you. Just kind of lay it out. And for me, it's easier to do it this way than to just start gluing down and then have something not where I want it. So you can alternate pearl, gem, button, however it looks best to you. That's the great part about art. And there might be a square button in your supply, there might not be. If you really wanted to get creative, you could also, if you have extra gems, you can take and you could lay a pearl on top of a button and glue that down if you want to. You could do the sparkles on top of there. There's really no rules with this. Just do whatever looks good to you. And you can put them as close together or as far apart as you want. You should have enough materials here to make a pretty good size ornament or snowman, whichever you choose. And if you're going to do a snowman, you would do the same type of process. You will probably just start closer down to the bottom, lay out a fairly big circle, and then do a second smaller circle. And if you're going to do a snowman, you could use one of the buttons for his head and then glue some of the black rhinestones to the button for his face. Or you could take your buttons and your rhinestones and make a third circle and make your snowman. Whatever works best for you. So again, just lay stuff out however it looks good to you. If you don't like it, as long as you haven't glued it down, you can move it around, change it, use the smaller buttons, use the big buttons. Just have fun, make it your own, make it how you want. Just, let's see, getting pretty close to having a circle here. So, something like this. Just keep going until you're happy with it. The other thing is you can glue everything down, and if you still think you need more, you can add more buttons or gems or pearls after you get started. So once you've got your basic shape, you'll want to start gluing things down. And this is Elmer's glue. You've got it taped down just to keep it from spilling in your bag. So you'll want to take the tape off. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. And get the tape off. Take the lid off. Take your cotton swab and just take it, put a little bit of glue on your cotton swab, and take your button, whichever way you're gonna face it down, then take your cotton swab, put some glue on it, and then set it on your canvas and let it dry. And then just continue to take your gems the same way. Just take your cotton swab, put some glue on it, and set it down, and just continue doing that until you've got everything glued down. Once it's dried and you pick it up and you've missed one, you can always just get your glue back out and glue it in. And once it's dried, if you realize you need more, you can add more buttons. So just work your way around. You might want to have a paper towel handy just in case you get glue on your fingers if you're a messy crafter like I am, or if you get too much glue on one, and then you can just take your paper towel and wipe your fingers down. So just continue gluing until you've got everything attached with glue, whether you're making your ornament or your snowman. And so then the next step would be the hat if you're making the snowman. And for that you might need scissors and a pencil. Wipe any glue off your hands, and you'll have in your sparkly piece of craft foam to make a hat. You can just take, you can either freehand it with scissors or you can draw out. So I just, when I make a hat for a snowman, I just kind of draw a little line for the edge of the brim, and then kind of draw a square. And then I draw another line for the brim. And if you mess up on this side, it's okay because nobody's going to see it. And then just take your scissors, cut it out. Following your lines, or if you freehand. I'm not a very good freehander, but take it and cut it out. Just like that. There's the back side, there's the front. And then you can just glue that on for a hat for your snowman, like so. And then for the arms of a snowman, you can take your fuzzy stick and just figure out how long you want your arms to be. And you can just cut little pieces, whoops, little pieces for the arms. And you can glue them on like that, so your snowman has arms. And then you could take your black beads, and again, you can put them on one of the buttons to make a face. Like so. And then you could glue the black buttons down, or black beads down the snowman to make buttons if you want to do that. And then for the ornament, you've got a piece of ribbon, and you can, I'm not even sure what the little part is called, like the gold or silver part on the ornament that attaches it to the tree. You could make one of those with your piece of cardstock, and I just kind of made a triangle shape for that. And you could do that. If you want to poke a hole in it to put your ribbon through, you can do that, or you could just glue your ribbon down and then just attach it that way. You can take your ribbon, make a pretty bow in it, and glue that down to represent the hanger for the ornament. Or you could even do it that way. And glue it down like this. And you might need a little assistance with the ribbon. Or you could also just hang it like this and then just cut it off at the top of the canvas, however it looks best to you. And there you have it. I hope this is a fun project for you. Enjoy. Thank you for joining us today for Create Your Holiday Middles Edition. I hope you had fun with this project, and I would love to see your finished creations. You can share them with us at the email address coming across your screen. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.